This is a combination video of an animal video and an exercise you can do, because to do horse stance, it's really important to reflect on the benefits and the intention of the practice. Sure, we could just do horse stance and you could just feel what happens in your body and your energy for yourself, but giving our minds something to focus on, something to cultivate, allows us to link this movement and this exercise with a particular state of mind or state of being. So horse energy is all about freedom, movement, travel, and travel in all senses of the words. Because horses are traditionally the animal that allowed humans to explore new realms, new possibilities, and really transform civilization by allowing us to cover great distances. So if you think about that on the psychic level or spiritual level, horses can really take us to many places. And they can also bring us back. So horse stance energetically is super important for grounding and centering. And for those of you that have a fair amount of practice in Qi Gong or energy work, you can feel that when you sit in horse stance, the energy will start to gather in the center around the pelvis. It's like the energy is coming up from the earth into our lower Dan Tian. And so it's a very powerful standing meditation that you can do for as long as you feel led. And it's also very important to do it after any sort of ceremony or uplifting experience to kind of come back down to earth and integrate it into our lives. So getting in touch with horse allows spiritual experiences and energy work from metaphysical realms to come through into our day-to-day grounded reality. Now you have plenty of options for your horse stance. I'd say at least shoulder width apart and wider. Some people like to go really wide with their stance. But the most important part is that you kind of sit back into it and fold at your hips so that the energy is traveling as well as it can right down to the feet. You don't want to feel any pressure in your knees, and you don't want your spine to kind of hunch over too much and collapse. So whatever you can do with a nice erect spine and sit into it and sink into the horse stance, that's going to allow this energy of this stance to be activated. And your hands, you can use them on your thigh. You can have them in prayer position. Or you can have them uplifted. When they're uplifted, make sure your shoulders are sunk down the back so that you're not, just kind of hunching your shoulders, but you're kind of just opening up your side ribs and allowing for some light to come in. I like this posture because my shoulders are a bit more open after working for a while, because it gives me an imagery or visual of like funneling in higher energies, the light, the sunlight, whatever, down through my body and then into my legs. So it kind of gives me a vessel feeling. You can play with it though, whichever hand position works. This is your horse stance. This is your way of getting in touch with this energy. And of course this has the physical benefits of activating our leg muscles. And in that activation, the circulation really gets going strongly with our blood. We have some deep leg muscles in our calves that actually act as a second heart in terms of circulation. So getting those fired up and moving will really help increase the warmth in our body. So for those of you that have cold fingers or extremities, or you just feel cold in the mornings, this is a good one to wake things up and get things moving. Now there's no duration or length that's mattered. I suggest pushing a little past your comfort zone, Get a little bit of the feeling of effort and, okay, yeah, I'm really feeling this stance now, and breathe with that for a while. Because that's going to break up not only the blockages in your legs and allow your hips to realign so the stance is less intense, it's also going to develop the willpower that you can push through your discomfort zone a little bit more each session. So I hope you enjoy playing with horse stance and that this video is informative. If there's any clarification you need, please leave them in the comments below. All right.